Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game War in the Pacific, Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Xargun. He's the allied commander, and for me this is Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26B. All standard stock, no modifications, and we arrived at the 1st of July 42. So the second half of the year is starting, and this would be now normally the period of the next 6 months where allies and Japan is more or less balanced, equally powerful normally. And then the second half of 43 it's shift to allies, and the second half of 43 I would say is somewhere at that point at summer of 43 there's tons of ships coming in service for the allies, and for Japan it's will be a struggle to hold this. There's a sinking sound, but I really don't know what is sinking today. Yeah, maybe there was this cargo ship from yesterday. I wasn't more sure if it was this the submarine hit the same cargo ship twice, or it was two different cargo ships. Could be two different, and then the second one sunk. But who knows? Xargun will know. Xargun. So I sweep again to simply make sure there's no cap. It's simply professional, I would say, to don't hope or guess, don't make sure. At least if it's possible. I mean, sometimes it's simply you must risk it. But hoping is really the wrong calculation, or the wrong. Okay, so the month starts with nothing. At least no surprise and nothing special. I'm not more sure if there's anything changing in July for me. I mean, of course, I have a lot of upgrades for... unluckily for my destroyer group, I lost all of my destroyers so far. So this is the second battle of the Chengdu army. And of course I win this again. So this is already the defeated Chinese army out of Chengdu. Now in the mountains or hills. I think this is a hill. I don't know. So I inflicted more casualties. And I also walk, because I realized that Xargun gave up this crossroad. So I had one division walking west and one division walking east. This is the other crossroad. So there's only one Chinese unit and one Japanese division, and I make bombardment if there's anything maybe hidden, or but it looks like there's really only one Chinese fighting unit, so maybe I can take them on. Maybe the terrain is of course a little rough. This is only bombardments. Nothing else. Still no allied heavy bombardment campaign somewhere in India against Burma, Ceylon. Australia, I guess it's not so easy for Xargun to really go in the offensive, because it's hard for him to get supplies and reinforcements there. So maybe he will more or less stay in Australia on a defense and try to push from India into Burma. I simply guess this is his way to go, because everything else would be complicated. So air losses, nothing. No one lost anything. There was a sinking sound, but I have no information on what sunk. Nothing else happened today. There was this battle east of Chengdu. This is rough, so double terrain, and mountain is triple different. And then here's rough again with double. So I try to push the Chinese back to the city so that I can close the smaller minor road, and the major road is already closed, so that supplies can only go maybe over the mountains. I think it's nearly impossible, but there would be still, I think, this way is maybe still supplies coming in. What do you see? Nothing else, nothing else. Yeah, unluckily, my heavy fighting force or retreating battleship group gets detected. What I miss normally is that here on this screen is an information indication about what is the detection level of this task force. This is missing, I don't know. You must always check it here in the big map. Would be helpful that there's some red numbers or orange numbers or something like this. But, yeah. Nice to have for a future upgrade, or I guess this will never happen. Fine tuning, additional information, more feedback, clear feedback, additional information. All of this is missing in the game. Good. Anything else? Anything else? Anything? I don't know where I must go. There was nothing around Tahiti, nothing around here. My submarines, I try to find this convoy, but no, I miss them. Now I can see here again. Now there are 90 fighters, so I have a little issue with my. I bring here my M5s to help out against B-17 attack, but there was no 17, no airstrike. Problem is that I have in this airbase simply not enough aviation support in the long run for this. I mean, at least if the machine is not damaged, it's okay, but to fix the damaged airframes is really not easily. And this was the airframe lost the pilots, so you can see there are 2 killed pilots and 1 wounded in the history of this air wing. And I also lost already in total 6 airframes. One was, I think, written off by transfer somewhere, and the rest was damaged by the B-17s or whatever. But I get out of, I mean, if I count them all together, so it's still a kill ratio of 6 to 17. That is still in favor. And these pilots, yesterday, you can see I always really use only frontline fighters, so air wing, air skill and defense skill must be 70 to be at the front line. Experience normally is at least 50. Better is 60 plus. And 70 plus is of course very good. And 80 is an elite. And the allies, they put all the 80 plus in the school to get more pilots with experience, and of course I will never do this. You fight and fight and fight, and then you're dying, or the war was won, and then you're a hero or you're a dead hero. But anyway, good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.